Do you want to discover Ontario this year, but you don't know where to begin? Well, here's our top 5 places to visit in Ontario in 2021. Point Pelee National Park is Canada's second smallest but most ecologically diverse national park. It is home to more than 390 bird species and 70 species of trees. And about 70% of it is actually composed of marsh, which is lined with cattails as far as the eye can see. This is one of the largest remaining marshes in southern Ontario. Depending on the time of year you visit, you might actually see things like frogs, turtles, muskrats, snakes, and various other insects when walking the marsh boardwalk. The Tip Trail is a short 5-minute drive from the Marsh Boardwalk. This is probably the most popular trail in the park as it takes you to the southernmost tip of Canada. At the start of the trail, you'll find a lookout tower, and if you head straight down the trail, you'll end up at the very tip of Canada. If you're not afraid of heights, heading up the tower is a must. It'll give you a whole different view of the entire tip, along with all of the beautiful greenery and plants that surround it. If you're looking for a little more, this national park offers authentic camping. This is basically a unique accommodation that's a mix between an A-frame cabin and a prospector tent, all on a raised wooden platform. These allow you to stay overnight at the park so you can do more exploring. Manitoulin Island is found in northern Ontario, right in Lake Huron. There's 2 ways to access the island. You can drive all the way to the north of Ontario and access from Little Current, which is the first town on the island, or alternatively, if you're in southern Ontario, you can head up to Tobermory and take the Cheecham ferry with your car or any other vehicle you're driving over to the island. The island is full of adventure and experiences, and there's something for everyone. It's really rich in history and culture and has a lot of beautiful scenic areas. Things like waterfalls, amazing hikes, and scenic views. It's also a prime area for stargazing as there's little light pollution, so make sure to check that out if you ever head over there. If you're looking to get really adventurous, we actually did our first bikepacking trip on Manitoulin Island and found that it was perfect for first-timers. There's very little car traffic, allowing you to bike easily and safely on the roads as you go from town to town. There's also so many quaint shops and restaurants where you can get some fresh fish and chips and other food. We personally really enjoyed visiting Manitoulin Island and cannot wait to go back. Known as Ontario's most beautiful village, Elora is a quaint little town that's home to Elora Gorge and tubing down the Grand River. It has a historic downtown that is bustling with artists and musicians and is perfect for souvenir shopping or dining at one of their exquisite restaurants. If you're looking for the small town vibes, this is definitely the destination for you. Now there's quite a few different things that you can do in Elora, so here's some of our tips.
Alright everyone, so Elora is a really small town. We are pretty much on the main strip right now. One of the great ways of spending an afternoon in the middle of winter in Ontario, Canada. So first stop, your perfect first stop would be the Elora Mill. It's part of the Mill kind of restaurant group. There's an Ancaster one, a Cambridge one, and the third one is right here in Elora. But come check it out. A terrific way to start your Sunday. All right, now if the brunch thing is not your thing and you're here purely for adventure, then you want to still come to right here on Price Street. Head up Price Street and you will see a playground, and take a left, and that's where you're gonna find the trailhead.
Although you can't get down into the gorge in the winter, you can still walk along the trail and see the views from above. There's also companies nearby, such as One Axe Pursuits, that offer winter activities such as ice climbing along the gorge. In the summertime, you can head all the way down to the gorge and walk along it as you explore. Elora is also home to Elora Quarry if you're looking for something a little more calm where you can really go swimming. Last but not least, it's the perfect Instagrammable spot. If you're looking to get some great photos, head to downtown in the summer or the winter and capture shots like these. Flower Pot Island is found in Georgian Bay and is part of the Fathom 5 National Marine Park. You can get to the island by boat or by kayak if you're experienced. We always take the Blue Heron Cruise Line. You simply buy your ticket, check the number on the ticket, and go line up at the appropriate dock. The Tobermory area has two harbors, Big Tub Harbor and Little Tub Harbor. When you get on the Blue Heron Cruises boat, they take you into Big Tub Harbor first to see a couple of shipwrecks and learn about their history. From there, it's smooth sailing on your way to Flower Pot Island. There are two ways to explore the island. The most popular option is doing a day trip. If this is what you plan on doing, make sure you book your boat ticket for there and back. You don't want to be stranded. Now, the island itself has a couple of trails that you can walk on, one of which will take you to both of the flower pot formations, the small flower pot and the big flower pot. It'll also take you all the way up to the lighthouse where you can learn a little bit of history of the island itself. If you're doing a day trip, the amount of time you want to be on the island is really going to depend on you as a person and what you're looking to get out of your day. If you just want to see the flower pots and the caves, 1.5 hours is more than enough time. If you want to see the flower pots, cave, and light station, 3 hours is probably a good amount of time. And if you want to see the flower pots, cave, light station, have a picnic, and hike the entire loop trail, we'd recommend between 4 and 5 hours so that you can really enjoy your views. For any day trip, make sure to bring sturdy footwear, sunscreen and a hat, carry in water because there's no tap water available, and make sure you bring some snacks with you. The second way you can enjoy the island is by camping on Flower Pot Island. This is by far one of the most unique campsites we have ever stayed at. There's only 6 campsites on the island, and once all the tour boats are done for the day, it's literally just you and the other campers. We personally only ran into another couple while we camped on Flower Pot Island. The best part about camping here is there's absolutely no light pollution at night, meaning you can see the stars, and they are absolutely beautiful. If backcountry camping is your thing, we highly recommend camping on Flower Pot Island. Port Elgin is a community in Bruce County and is located on Lake Huron. This is one of our favorite places to visit year-round because there is so many things to do. The whole area is lined with white sand beaches that are way less crowded than some of the bigger, more popular beaches during the year. So we love to head over here for a day out in the sun and some swimming. If the beach isn't your thing, there's a plethora of trails that you can choose from. 2 of our favorites include the Saugeen Rail Trail or the North Shore Trail. Both of these trails offer amazing views of Port Elgin and are really well kept. Port Elgin is also home to McGregor Point Provincial Park. This is one of our favorite parks because it's really quiet and has really private campsites. So if you're looking to try a new park this year, we highly recommend checking out McGregor Point Provincial Park. We hope you found this list helpful and you're able to get out and explore Ontario. If you like this video and want to see more like this, please give us a big thumbs up and consider subscribing to our channel.